Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a BMW M4 in. One of the salesmen from BMW Bristol has popped down. So we'll just go through the car and show you what it looks like. But the car is in black sapphire, so we'll just quickly run around the car. Grills, everyone talks about the grills, and I think the grills look better in person than they do in the photos. Basically, we'll just quickly go over the car now. We've got the salesman here to talk about the spec of this particular car, because it's got a pretty nice spec. It's quite expensive car. Andrew, show some stuff about this car then, mate. So
welcome. Stunning new M4 competition. Again, this is one of our first demos, and what a stunning car this is. First times you're going to see red M performance brakes. 2021 we have changed that, which is fantastic. You have different options. I think you've got 3 options with this now. I think you get a gold, the blue and the red.
okay,
You have also got the upgraded laser lights in this, which are absolutely fantastic. You've got 600 meters of range compared to a standard 300 meters on the standard LEDs, and they just look incredible. Fully adaptive. A lot of kit in them.
let's have a look at the inside, mate. What do you think? So,
Carbon exterior kit on this, so you also do get the carbon bucket seats, which are a must in my eyes.
to be fair, this is one of my the thing I like the most about this car is these seats. They are really smart, really smart. What's the colour contrast on this?
This is a Silverstone interior in this one, so this
Yeah,
is the
same as
standard
the,
Silverstone.
so same as what my F80 was. So, right, let's have a look. Yeah, it is a smart interior. On initial impressions, I don't know if it's for me personally. Coming from the previous F80, I don't know if this is for me, but it is a nice little upgrade over the previous model. The key in here. So, Andrew did say about putting it in different modes. Where are we set up?
See, when you change it into the M mode, you get a full M dash. You only get it in M cars now.
Ah, yeah. So obviously we've got the S58 in this. Similar engine to the B58, but obviously running the twin turbo setup on this one. And we've got a ZF box, so it's the first time we've had a ZF gearbox on an M car. Sound wise, F80 sounds so much nicer. Right. Yeah, sound wise the F80 sounded nicer. Sounds a little bit artificial for my liking. I think a few lot of things which are nice lot of touches over the previous model is the M1, M2 buttons. They were right here on the previous model. Got nicer, bigger paddles, which in this carbon fibre effect. The carbon fibre for me, I don't know, it looks a little bit fake, or like a sticker, but it looks alright. A few lot of things which I wasn't overly keen on was the amount of buttons in here. There's a lot of buttons. Where are we now? So, but as an upgraded version to the previous model, it's definitely a bit more modern as such. But let's take a look at the bonnet. Even though a lot of people won't really care what it looks like underneath. One thing which you'll notice straight away is we've lost the lovely carbon strut brace, the lovely carbon strut brace on the previous model. obviously, like most modern engines these days, they don't look particularly nice because you can barely see any of it. Most of it is all covered in plastics and stuff. Yeah. Right, what we'll do now, we'll just go for a I'll show you what they look like on the rear actually. So you've got the much larger rear diffuser. I know it makes no difference, it bears no purpose, it just looks very aggressive. You've got the very large exhaust tips. So obviously with the 4 exhaust tips that's just an M trait, but these are pretty large. Don't know if it's a bit overly aggressive, but yeah, as an upgraded car it does look pretty nice. Initial impressions, I'm going to be honest, I prefer the older model. I think it looks a little bit better and proportioned. Definitely sounds a lot nicer, but we're comparing the M3 to the M4. Yet to see an M3 on a new shape, so I can't really tell you exactly. But what we'll do, we'll quickly go out on the road and we'll see what it's like to drive. Just a quick, briefly go over it, because obviously it's another big topic which people will talk about, is the cost on one of these. This particular car, as you see it, is around about £85,000. It's a lot more expensive than the previous model, but obviously with the PCPs and stuff, it may make it a little bit more affordable, so you're not paying what you'd expect. You're not paying what you would expect to for a car of £85,000. But let's have a look at the previous model. We've had this car on the channel before. Obviously it looks stunning, the M2 with the performance engineering handling package on there. But the reason why I mentioned cost, our 911 GTS, yes, it still costs more than a new M4 M3, but you can get a base Carrera. You might even be able to get a base Carrera S for similar money. Is the new M4 M3 worth getting over one of these? I don't know. But yeah, this is the first M car with the ZF gearbox. Rear-wheel drive version, isn't it? So if we'll go off on the take the next left. Yeah, sorry, first M car to have the ZF 8-speed gearbox, and to be fair, it's absolutely brilliant gearbox. Whether standard car's alright. The standard car is okay. I don't know if it's got the response is what you would expect for a 500 horsepower car. Yeah, you can definitely hear the sound being amplified in the car. Obviously we can't really hear the actual engine note, but obviously you can change all that, or we will change it all when the time comes to start tuning these and putting exhaust systems on them. Our F80 sounded the absolute, it was brilliant, but we spent quite a bit of time with the exhaust system getting rid of a few cats and silencers and things like that. But what we'll do, we will head that way, mate, and then we'll do a little route back then. But we just go over a few little things in the car then. Obviously it's just, this is the extended leather. Yeah, the extended leather. So we've got the leather dash. I think personally the leather dash should be a must-have option on any of the M cars, because it just looks a bit looks a little bit ordinary in the standard plastic dash. And obviously we've got it all here and all extended down to right here. Like, all this design is actually really nice. It just looks really modern and smart. and then we've still got a gazillion and one buttons in here. These, I think they should have got rid of these back in 2008. I don't think nobody uses these.
Preset for your radio station.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't know if you use them. That's fair enough. But these will go back. One nice thing which people will always say about the BMs is the dash. So it's all digital dash now, so it looks so much more nicer than the previous dials. So now we're in third gear. Yeah, it definitely does pull nicely. It feels held back though. What I can feel, it feels held back, but then obviously that's
With
just
all the different cats and everything they have to tune.
Yes.
All these engines are detuned. Someone like you would have a field day on a car like this.
Yeah, like obviously with the S58, yet to get our hands on one tuning wise. I don't know if we'll have one as a demo. Do you know what? I'm quite surprised how loud it actually sounds from inside. Like even though it's amplified, it does actually sound pretty loud. Do you know, before actually seeing one and being in one, my honest opinion was, is I always thought that this car would be a much more capable car on the road. It'll be easy to drive, it'll be a lot more user friendly for, let's just say, 90% of owners or people who will want to own these cars. Yeah, but I don't know yet to drive one, but I don't know if the enjoyment aspect of it will be lost, primarily because of the gearbox and the weight. The ZF gearbox, as brilliant as it is as a usable car, helps with the traction. It's a brilliant gearbox, but you lose that response on the upshift, on the downshift with the ZF boxes. And I just think maybe a 1.8 ton car, when you get up into places where Brecon and on track days, which we usually take our cars, I don't know if the 1.8 tons would really affect the enjoyment and drivability of the car. But don't get me wrong, I think this car will be a much better road car and a much more usable car. But until we drive one, I'll yet to tell you what I think in terms of the enjoyment aspect of it. But Andrew, thank you very much for coming down today.
Pleasure.
As soon as you get the chance to let me drive one, please.
100%.
But thank you very much. See you on the next video, guys.
Cheers, guys.